Golden Ears Farm.
And you're an organic farm?
We're not a certified organic farm. We grow several of our crops: strawberries, raspberries, peas, the garden, to an organic standard. But as the rules are, we can't call ourselves because we aren't organically certified. The thing that holds us back is our corn, which has it's difficult for us to buy volumes of seed that aren't treated for prices that don't break the bank, as well as early plantings have very low success rates with untreated seed. There is seed that's available that's got organic treatment in the States, but they're not allowed in Canada yet. Johnny Select Seeds has treated corn, but you can't get it here.
So what all else do you grow besides the things you just mentioned?
Pumpkins, squash, beans, tomatoes, rhubarb, like greens in the spring. We do a lot of spinach and stuff in greenhouse because we're low in the valley. And we have some animals, mostly for ourselves. So I guess we grow pigs, and we grow some cattle and some chickens, ducks, and we have quite a few fruit trees that are just in their first and second year. So I'd say we're one of the more mixed farms in the region.
You also run a fruit stand. Do you want to say something about that?
Yeah, we have a fruit stand, which is a retail outlet for ourselves, as well as BC produce. Anything that's not from BC is marked appropriately. People often complain when we first open in June because we don't have much, but BC doesn't have much at that point. And I'd say there's a lot of other fruit stands who have a little bit more of a adjustable, sort of ethical level in terms of what they carry in their store and how they present it. And it unfortunately ruins the consumer because there's this continued idea that I can get anything I want, anytime I want, anywhere I want.
So you're big on showing people what they can actually get in their area at one time.
Yeah, basically, what this province has to offer, which is quite a bit at different times. But I mean, I fill this truck up each week now, and soon filling a trailer as well with melons and peppers and pickling cubes and a whole range of things. So there's a lot. I mean, I'd say this month and August are busy months, and people who are industrious can put away the food they require for a year in this 1 month.
Actually, I thought about it. Do you have a favorite thing to grow?
I was asked this question, and I guess in some ways my favorite thing to grow now is cows. I really enjoy pasture management, and we have sort of an intensive grazing schedule, and it's really neat to see the cows eat grass down, and kind of the wave all the way across the pasture, and watch it bounce back that much faster from that intensive grazing. So that's my new favorite thing. And over the years, I think it'll. I guess it's probably because it's less tractor time, and I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with tractors. It's probably the single biggest thing that both allows us to be as mixed and as diverse as we are, is we essentially have 6 farmers who have a stake in the whole issue, and I think that's always the big thing on other farms is you can have employees and you can have woofers and you can have interns, but there's a lot of people who don't necessarily recognize the, what is needing to happen on the farm, and that makes such a huge difference in terms of you just the have-tos, whether it's like till 9 or 11 o'clock at night. So yeah, that makes a huge difference. There's, I can actually take time off, whereas 6 years ago that was not really, that was kind of a non-starter.
And you're also the chair of the Kamloops Farmers Market.
Yes, yeah. I'm not sure how long that's happened for, but for quite a while now. My dad was chair for a while in the 90s, and my family, it's a place that I've grown up basically for 3 decades.
Yeah, and so was farming just, what made you want to take on the farming, like having grown up there?
And so, yeah, I came to this. I was a student for a while and a bit of an activist. And again, I found that farming seemed to be the best way that I could essentially exercise what I wanted to see in the world. And I did that in activism as well, but I found activism, and people might get upset about it, but I found it to be superficial in the sense that you're waving placards and things, that because it's a placard, your message can only be so complex, and in it being simple to communicate this thing, you tend to polarize things, versus when people come and actually spend time on the farm, even if it's 5 over a summer, I think that the effect is that much more profound than just seeing me or whoever else at a demonstration waving a bunch of signs about even food security and whatnot. I mean, I think both are important, but I would way rather concentrate on impacting 5 people really positively than to impact 500 in a really minimal way. Yeah, I mean, I think it is. We have interns and we have woofers, and we take great. We don't really allow people to come for less than 2 weeks, just because we think that it's important that people be involved in the whole